How's it going, everyone? Chris back again with episode 14 of the Match Analysis series. Before we start, I should say happy Wrestlemania week. And with the theme of being Wrestlemania, we're still sticking with that event. And again, we're going back to 2006 and WrestleMania 22. And I want to talk about the famous hardcore match between Edge with Lita as he goes against Mick Foley, who came out not in his customary red flannel, but blue flannel instead, which, as we all know, plays into the match. So let's get right into it. So when the match starts, Edge goes after Foley with a baseball bat, and he misses. Foley is able to fire back and hit Edge with some of those trademark forearms in the corner. He sends Edge to the other turnbuckle, and then as Edge comes out of the corner, Foley is able to hit Edge with his version of a modified bulldog. He then picks up Edge in a scoop slam fashion and hangs him up in that proverbial tree of woe. Foley then goes to the other corner, charges at Edge, and hits him with a jumping elbow while Edge is still upside down. Edge is able to recover, and he hits Foley with a running boot to the face, and then he knocks him down with a clothesline. Weapons are brought in from underneath the ring by Lita, and Edge is able to take control by hitting Foley over the head with a mini cookie sheet. Then he hits him with a bigger cookie sheet in the head, knocking him to the canvas. Then he takes a road sign, leans it against Foley's face as he's near the ropes, and then he drop kicks the sign right into Foley's face. Edge then starts setting up for the spear to end the match early. He's able to hit the spear, but as soon as he does, he grabs his shoulder and he is writhing in pain. And it looks like he actually took the worst end of that. Foley then takes off that blue flannel I was talking about to reveal his customary red flannel that he usually wears. But he also reveals that he was wrapped in barbed wire. So Edge has a cut-up shoulder because he just speared barbed wire, essentially. Foley takes wire cutters and removes the barbed wire from around his body. And then he starts whipping Edge with the barbed wire. And he starts also pressuring it into Edge's cut on his shoulder. After a couple right hands, Edge falls back into the ropes and gets his arms tied up in them. So while Edge is trapped, Foley goes to the outside, and underneath the steel steps, he reveals he has the barbed wire bat. He comes back into the ring, ready to use it, but Lita jumps on Foley's back. So to get rid of her, he runs at Edge while he's still tied up in the ropes, and he does his trademark cactus clothesline, and all three of them hit to the outside. Foley goes for the cover, but it's a 2 count. So then he hits Edge with a neck breaker on the outside, and another cover, and another 2 count. After he beats Edge down with some more forearms into the steps, he charges at Edge, but Edge is able to turn the tables and hip toss Foley onto the steps, knees first. He then whips Foley into the stairs again, and again, Foley's knees take the brunt of the assault. Edge brings Foley back into the ring, and then he also grabs a steel chair, Edge that is, before following Foley back into the ring. A low drop kick again sends Foley again to the outside, and now Edge grabs a table, and he sets it up. He lays Foley on it, and then goes to the top rope, teasing a dive off it, but Foley is able to roll off the table. Edge then follows Mick Foley up the ramp, and he literally takes him by his hair, and he just slams him the back of the head first onto the steel ramp, which definitely looked like it sucked. From there, we have a cover and a 2 count. So then Edge picks up Foley and brings him back into the ring. Edge then is given lighter fluid by Lita, or supposed lighter fluid, and he starts spraying it onto Mick Foley. Foley fires back with a right hand, and he starts beating Edge down as he knocks him down. Foley then hits Edge with his trademark pile driver, and then goes for a cover and a 2 count. He then slams Edge face first onto the metal cookie sheet that was used earlier. Then Foley grabs the chair and is about to use it, but again is distracted by Lita. Edge takes the opportunity then to boot Foley in the stomach and hit him with a DDT. Another cover and a kick out by Foley. Edge then grabs that barbed wire bat. He hits Foley in the stomach with it, then across the back, and then finally he hits him right in the face and busts him open. Edge then takes the bat and then starts rubbing it against Foley's face to make the cut worse. Then after setting it up in the ring, Edge hits his own version of a modified bulldog and slams Foley face first onto the barbed wire bat. Another cover, but a kick out by Mick Foley. So Edge goes to the outside now, and underneath a different set of steel steps, he reveals there's a bag of tacks. Edge brings the tacks back into the ring, and he starts pouring them in a corner. And then after he takes Foley from one corner and goes to bulldog him face first into them, Mick Foley reverses it, and he hits Edge with a back suplex right onto the tacks. And Edge's expression on his face says it all. From there, you see Edge has a bunch of tacks in his back, and Foley pulls out Mr. Sacco and wraps it in barbed wire. He then does a barbed wire mandible claw to Edge, and then he does it to Lita. From there, he takes the barbed wire bat himself, that being Foley, and he hits Edge in the stomach. Then he hits him across the back, and then to return the favor, he hits Edge right in the face with that bat. Foley doesn't stop there. He drops an elbow onto Edge's face using again the barbed wire bat. And then when Edge is up against the ropes, he presses the barbed wire bat into Edge's face to make the laceration on his face even worse. Foley then takes the lighter fluid that Edge had earlier, and he starts spraying this supposed lighter fluid onto the table that was set up by Edge. While Foley is distracted, Lita takes the barbed wire bat, and she hits Foley right in the knee with it. She then finishes spraying the rest of the lighter fluid on the table. Lita then takes one of those grill fire starters and sets the table on fire, and you see the table's flame rise up. And while Foley is on the apron, favoring his knee, we get that infamous moment where Edge spears Foley right through the ropes and right onto the flaming table. We get that trademark call from Joey Styles, who was on commentary, of "Oh my God!" And Edge with a cover, and 1, 2, 3. Edge is the winner of one of the best matches of WrestleMania that night, and one of the most memorable hardcore matches I'd ever seen. That was my first experience seeing a flaming table spot used, and I remember loving it the first time I saw it and thinking it was awesome. This victory gave Edge a great WrestleMania moment, But also, I think it helps solidify Edge as a guy, one, who could do the serious hardcore style matches, not just TLC matches with partners, but be in an individual hardcore match and isn't afraid to take an ass kicking. And I think it helped give him some credibility with fans who still questioned his first title run that he'd had earlier that year, and helped elevate him more in the main event picture. Similar to how Mick Foley had helped Randy Orton 2 years ago in their hardcore match. So again, this was a very memorable match, and one that I always like going back and watching time to time. I think it was some of their best work together, and even despite the loss, after Edge and Lita leave, Foley is given a standing ovation himself for the match he had just put on. So that's it in terms of my recap of this match. Let me know your memories of this WrestleMania, being WrestleMania 22. Like I've always said, one of my favorite Manias. And in the comments down below, please let me know your memories and thoughts of this match. Let me know what stands out to you besides the flaming table spot and the tax spot. And let me know, obviously, other matches you'd like me to review in the future. So thank you everyone for your time. And also, like I said, please be sure to like and subscribe. I hope everyone enjoys WrestleMania this weekend on Saturday and Sunday night. It's going to be a couple of long shows. And if you're flying out to Vegas or driving out to Vegas, let me know in the comments down below as well. So till next time, appreciate everyone's thoughts and take care, guys.